was supposed to be the next great NBA center. At just 18 years old, Andrew Bynum was living every basketball player's dream, winning championships alongside Kobe Bryant, being mentored by Phil Jackson, and earning millions. But then, he vanished. Where did one of the most promising young talents in NBA history disappear to? The answer will shock you. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what went wrong and where this former All-Star is today. But first, let me take you back to where it all began. Picture this. Plainsboro Township, New Jersey, October 27th, 1987. A baby boy is born who would one day make history before his 19th birthday. Andrew Bynum wasn't just tall, he was special. By his senior year at St. Joseph High School in Metuchen, New Jersey, this kid was putting up numbers that seemed impossible: 22.4 points, 16.8 rebounds, and 5.3 blocks per game. But here's where the story gets crazy. In 2005, at just 17 years old, Bynum made a decision that would change everything. He skipped college entirely and declared for the NBA draft. The Los Angeles Lakers saw something in this teenager that most people couldn't see yet. On June 28, 2005, they selected him 10th overall. Now here's a fact that will blow your mind. When Andrew Bynum stepped onto that NBA court on November 2nd, 2005 against the Denver Nuggets, he was exactly 18 years and 6 days old. He became the youngest player in NBA history to ever play in a game. The pressure? Unimaginable. The expectations? Through the roof. But wait, there's something even more remarkable about his early days that most people don't know. January 16th, 2006. Picture this scene, an 18-year-old rookie going head-to-head with Shaquille O'Neal, one of the most dominant centers in NBA history. Most rookies would be intimidated. Not Andrew Bynum. O'Neal dunked on him hard, the crowd went wild, but what happened next shocked everyone in the arena. Bynum spun past Shaq and dunked right back on him. Then he did something that made Kobe Bryant himself step in. He shoved O'Neal with his elbow. The veteran retaliated. Both got technical fouls, but a message was sent. This kid feared nobody. Phil Jackson, the legendary coach with 11 championship rings, saw something special in Bynum. The Lakers even hired Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the NBA's all-time leading scorer at the time, to personally train him. Can you imagine being 18 and having these legends as your mentors? The results were extraordinary. By 1909, Bynum was a key player when the Lakers won their first championship in 7 years, defeating Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. The following year, 2010, they did it again. Back-to-back championships, and Bynum was right there in the middle of it all. Then came 2012, his breakout season. Bynum averaged 18.7 points and 11.8 rebounds per game. He made his first and only All-Star game. At just 24 years old, he was being compared to the greatest centers of all time. The future seemed unlimited. But success in the NBA can be fragile, and Andrew Bynum was about to learn that lesson in the most painful way possible. August 10th, 2012. This date changed everything. In a massive 4-team trade, the Lakers sent their young star Andrew Bynum to the Philadelphia 76ers to acquire Dwight Howard. Philadelphia was ecstatic. They had just traded for a 24-year-old all-star center who they believed would be their franchise cornerstone for the next decade. The 76ers introduced Bynum to the city with fanfare. Season ticket sales skyrocketed. Fans bought his jersey. Everyone was talking about how Philadelphia finally had their superstar. There was just one problem. Andrew Bynum never played a single game for the 76ers. Not one. His knees, which had been bothering him for years, completely broke down. The entire 2012-13 season passed by, and Philadelphia's supposed savior was nowhere to be seen. Fans who had bought those jerseys felt betrayed. The organization that had given up so much for him was devastated. But the cruel irony? While Bynum sat out injured, Dwight Howard was helping the Lakers reach the playoffs. The trade that was supposed to set Philadelphia up for years had backfired spectacularly. After missing an entire season, you'd think Bynum would be motivated to prove everyone wrong. What happened next was even more heartbreaking. September 23rd, 2013. The Cleveland Cavaliers took a chance on damaged goods, signing Andrew Bynum to a contract worth up to $24 million over 2 years. LeBron James had left Cleveland 3 years earlier, and the team was desperate for any star power they could get. Bynum's first game back was December 23, 2013, against the Detroit Pistons at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. For 24 games, he tried to recapture the magic, but something was terribly wrong. He looked slow, out of shape, and most heartbreaking of all, he seemed to have lost his love for the game. In February 2014, Cleveland had seen enough. They traded him to the Chicago Bulls, who immediately waived him. At just 26 years old, Andrew Bynum was essentially homeless in the NBA. Then came one final desperate attempt. March 11, 2014, Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Andrew Bynum made his debut for the Indiana Pacers against the Boston Celtics. He scored 8 points and grabbed 10 rebounds in 15 minutes. For a brief moment, it looked like maybe, just maybe, he could salvage his career. But the basketball gods weren't done with their cruel joke yet. After just 2 games with the Pacers, Andrew Bynum's body betrayed him one final time. His right knee swelled up again. The team declared him out indefinitely. On May 7, 2014, before Game 2 of the second round of the playoffs against Washington, the Pacers announced that Bynum would miss the remainder of the season and would no longer be involved in team activities. That was it. At 26 years old, one of the most promising centers in NBA history was done. No farewell tour, no emotional goodbye, no ceremony. He just disappeared. But here's what makes this story even more tragic. In 2024, his former teammate Trevor Ariza revealed the heartbreaking truth on the Forgotten Seasons podcast. Bynum wasn't just battling knee injuries, he was fighting demons that fans never knew about. The mental toll of professional basketball had overwhelmed him, but there was something even more devastating that broke him completely. According to Trevor Ariza, Andrew Bynum was incredibly close to his family, especially his mother. When she passed away, it destroyed him. The grief, combined with the constant pain in his knees and the pressure of being a professional athlete, became too much to handle. As of 2025, Andrew Bynum is 37 years old and living a quiet life away from basketball. He's been spotted occasionally at NBA events, sparking comeback rumors, but he's never returned to the court. According to reports from February 2024, he maintains his retired status and hasn't shown any real interest in coming back to professional basketball. Andrew Bynum's story isn't just about basketball, it's about how quickly life can change, how mental health struggles can affect anyone, and how sometimes even the most talented people need to step away to find peace. He won 2 NBA championships, made an All-Star game, and achieved more by age 24 than most players do in entire careers. But his real victory might be finding happiness away from the spotlight that once consumed him. What do you think? Should Andrew Bynum have tried harder to make a comeback, or was walking away the right choice for his mental and physical health? Let me know in the comments below. If this story moved you the way it moved me, smash that like button and subscribe for more untold stories from the world of sports. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams, but remember, sometimes knowing when to step away is the bravest choice of all.